Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California,
set to go. Now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran in his 9th season now in the league.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Pickett's throw going to be caught by Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recovering.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance is 11th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Pickett. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A nice nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On first down, Lance. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 8 catches, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
On second down, McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why we look at the defense? They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Lance. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Olave. Touchdown grab. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. to the touchdown pass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down now, Harrell, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Pickett sets up play action. And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Lance now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing
and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett back to throw. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Lance now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 7. Pickett. He's got Thompson here, complete. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 1st and 10. It's Pickett.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Harrell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And Davis has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pickett right back to the air again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A little juke. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And this one's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Again, it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now Lance.
Forced out to his left, and it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the 49ers are pouring it on. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again with Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Lance. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Lance going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lance pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Lance now on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this from 43.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Now Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pickett lost it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now a play fake. Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing his Lance on third down.
He finds his man complete.
That's Young. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Lance. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On first down, Lance.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Lance flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And he comes back with one complete. Here's McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield,
Pickett
throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Dialing up another pass here, Pickett.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Pickett. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Pickett looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Pickett. He's got it complete to Thompson.
3 yards remain for second down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chandler Jones, his second sack of the night.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To throw on third down, Pickett. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo. And they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
To throw, it's Lance. The pass caught by Olave. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. To throw on 2nd and 10, Pickett. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. At about the 32. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. One final shot for Pickett.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.